Hello and welcome to my soul cooking channel. Today we're going to do one of my favorite and the simplest fish curries I've ever made, but we're going to do it with prawns. It's called Allepey Gms Manga Curry. Allepey is a coastal town. It has backwaters. It's considered the Venice of South India, and so the dish is from there. What we're going to do is take fresh peeled shrimps. What I've done is I've made sure that I've taken off the shell, I've cleaned it, and I've put it in this bowl, and we cook that in a gravy which has got coconut milk. Very simple but tasty. And what are the other ingredients we're going to use? We're going to have raw mangoes, yep, and there's shallots, and that's how the shallots look. I peeled them already, and we're going to slice them afterwards. There's green chilies, there's ginger, there's red chili powder, curry leaves, turmeric, some water, and I'm going to use some coconut oil. So let's get started. What we do is first we get all the vegetables ready. So we take these small onions and we're going to slice them fine. So now you can see that I've already sliced the onions. Again, proportion, the quantity of onions by the volume is similar to the quantity of the shrimps that we are using. I mean, this dish can also be made with fish. I prefer using sea fish. That comes out the best. Oh, my eyes are watering because of the onion. What we're going to do with the mangoes is that we're going to cut them. I'm going to peel it, and then some people like to use the skin of the mango, but I'm not a big fan of it because you know, it can be bitter and it can ruin the curry. So try to keep it simple and take off all the skin from the mango, and we cut them into cubes. So that's the raw mango done, and we take the ginger, and the ginger needs to be cut into julienne. Now julienne is a French word, so I'm going to show you a simple meaning of julienne by just cutting it like this. It just means cut to resemble matchsticks. Okay, so get them all into matchstick size. You see, that's matchstick, looks like matchsticks. All right, and then we take the green chilies, and this is a very simple thing we're going to do with them. We're going to take off the head and we're going to slice them and split it into two. Right. So we have the stove pot ready. If I were to cook this back in Kerala, I would probably use a mud pot, but this is what I got, and I'm sure you all have a stainless steel pot to cook at home as well. So let's try and do whatever we get at home instead of trying to do what we would normally want to do. So the quantity of oil, don't put too much and don't put too less. Always the right amount to be able to saute the onions and also to saute all the other ingredients. So what we're going to do is switch this on, and on full fire we're going to start cooking. That's getting ready. Okay, so we dunk all the onions that we have sliced into this pot. Okay, everything in, and we saute it. There you go. As we are sauteing the onions, and this is the best time when I would like to add curry leaves, because onions and curry leaves together, they cook very well, and beautiful flavors of curry leaves come out. That's the time when onion started sweating, it started turning slightly translucent and also a little pinkish in color. I'm waiting for this time so I can add my ginger and the green chilies. it might take a little longer. So good, most of the onion is turned pinkish. They are also looking translucent, and this is the time I put in the mangoes. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on it, and we're gonna quickly make the spice mix that goes in. And we take for this 2 heapful spoons of red chili powder and half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and we add a little bit of water to it. That's it, and we mix it up. Curry, all right, that's good. It's been sweating here, right? I have, and we add this spice mix. Salt goes in. So this is all that goes into this curry. It's so simple, but it tastes so heavenly. I must say that, because, and I love eating this with hoppers, appam. Can also be eaten with rice. I like it with rice when I have a fish curry, but with a prawn curry, it has to be appams. Gonna put the lid on, add a little more water, and this is gonna cook for approximately 5 to 8 minutes. So the curry has been simmering for another 4-5 minutes. Now let's check what's going on inside. Okay, so we let this reduce a little bit, and then we're going to add the coconut milk. Before we add the coconut milk, I usually like to dilute a little bit of corn flour. And why so? When I add the corn flour along with the coconut milk, when it comes to a boil, I'm ensuring the coconut milk will not curdle. Otherwise, sometimes fresh coconut milk, if you boil it, it can curdle, as in it'll split. A lot of steam coming out, and I see that the mango is now fully cooked. We don't want to mash the mango, but it has to be just about cooked. You see that? It's become tender. So this is the right time for us to add the coconut milk. And there's the coconut milk going in. And we follow this with the corn flour and add it immediately. Don't wait for it to start boiling. You stir it, and you leave it. This is going to cook on with an open flame, which means that we're not going to close the lid, because we want it to boil with the coconut milk, and the whole gravy will start getting smooth and tasty. The right time to check if salt is okay. The right amount of tanginess coming in from the mango. I can still feel the chili powder is a little raw. It's giving a very pungent, sharp taste. But when it cooks with the coconut milk for about 5 minutes and it starts integrating, the whole sauce is going to become delicate and just right to receive the prawns. We're not going to add the prawns in until the sauce is ready. This is going perfect now. The dish is also cooked with with ground coconut paste. I have done that variation when I was in Cochin, when I cooked it in mud pots. What we used to do is, instead of squeezing the coconut milk out, we would grind the coconut with the chili and turmeric that I added later, and we would let it grind until it's become a smooth paste, as if you just almost like coconut milk. Another taste. love to taste what I'm cooking. All right, so the sharp taste of the red chili is gone. It's become more mellow as it is cooking. It is also more shiny and getting ready for us to add the prawns in very soon. The curry has been simmering for a good 5 minutes, and not simmering, it's been boiling for a good 5 minutes. And now we're gonna switch it off and I'm gonna put it aside. The curry sauce is ready, but I'm not gonna add the shrimps to this. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to slightly cook the shrimps in a little bit of coconut oil and curry leaves, and then I'm going to add it to that. You could also use a fry pan to saute the shrimps. I'm using a similar style of stock pot. It's a small pot. We just saute the shrimps, wait for the oil to get hot, add the curry leaves, add the shrimps, a quick stir. This is the way I sear the shrimps. Otherwise, if you put it directly into the curry sauce, the shrimps cook and they start shrinking. And these are like big jumbo prawns. And imagine after getting cooked, it's going to shrink into little shrimps. So, the oil is hot. I take the curry leaves, I give it a little crush, I put it in, and I follow it up with these shrimps. And the shrimps are quickly getting colored. They're getting seared in the oil. The longer you leave it in, it will start curling up like that. It's turned pink. And you add a drizzle of salt, and the shrimps are almost ready to go into the sauce. The wonderful aroma of sauteed shrimps, and it's been sauteed in coconut oil, and that's really enhancing the flavor of the shrimp. So we're going to quickly swap. I'm going to bring back the stock pot and we're going to add the shrimps into it. Very good. This goes on the side, and we now bring them back to a boil. Yes, it's perfect. The shrimp is cooked. We don't want to keep cooking it for too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly remove the shrimps and put them in the bowl. We're going to let the sauce reduce a little more, and then we're going to add it on top of the shrimps. Good, we're almost done now. I'm just allowing it to reduce a little more, and then we're going to top it on top of this curry. Bring out the sauce, and on top, steaming hot. We're now going to make some quick homemade appams. All right, there you go. Nice fluffy center, and you want the crispy sides. Oh, it looks like the right color. I use the back of the knife to slowly pick it up, take it off. Okay, and you slowly pluck it and move it into the plate. There you go. Nice appams, and you soak them in the curry sauce. Perfect. Just the right amount of tanginess, and it's wonderful. The delicate flavor of coconut milk and appam is such a good accompaniment for this curry sauce. Just amazing. I love it. I can have all of it.